Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. In the last video, we have completed speed and distance, and that was actually the last topic for arithmetic. This will be the last video for arithmetic where we are going to solve the previous year question for speed and distance, and that will complete our arithmetic. Okay, let's start. Before we start, I would highly recommend you go to the Telegram channel, download this PDF, try to solve all the questions on your own first, and then check the solution. Right? Okay, let's start with PYQs for speed and distance. This is the first question. Here, if you read, let's read the question first. In a 500-meter race, B starts 45 meter ahead of A, but A wins the race while B is still 35 meters behind. Okay, so this is a 500-meter race where 500-meter race where there are two people, A and B. So let's say this is A and this is B, right? What has happened? B started 45 meter ahead of A. So here B started 45 meters ahead of A. So let's say B started 45 meters ahead of A. So this is where B is, this is where A is at the start of the race. I hope it is clear. Now, when the A wins the race, A means A has started, he completed the race, he has reached the finish point, right? When A was at the finish point, B is still 35 meters behind him. 35 meters behind him. So this is the final position of A, right? And this is the final position of B, right? So this is how the race has went. That A started from starting point, B started 45 meters ahead of A, and after that A wins the race means A was at the finish point and B was 35 meters behind him. So how much distance B has covered? This distance is 500 minus 45 minus 35. I hope this is clear. How come? So 45 means this part and 35 is this part. So 500 minus 80. So 500 minus 80 is 420. So B in that time when A has completed the race, B has covered 420 meters. So how much distance B has covered? B has covered 420 meters, right? A has covered how much? A has started from the starting point and ended at the finishing point. So he has covered 500 meters. I hope this is clear. Now, this is a distance covered by A. This is distance covered by B, right? Now, what is the time taken by A and time taken by B? Both times are equal because why? Because we are recording when A started here and B and A has ended here. So this is the time. So for both A and B, time taken was the same. So TA is and TB is the same, right? So we need to find this ratio of speed, ratio of what? Speed. So ratio of speed will be, what is velocity of A or speed of A? Speed of A is distance covered by A divided by time by A, and distance covered by B divided by time by B. So distance covered by A is how much? 500 meters divided by time taken by A, and what? 420 divided by time taken by A. Time taken by A or time taken by B. Since both are the same, so we can cancel this out. So the ratio of the speed is 500 by 420, or you can solve it and you will find this is 25 by, I guess, 21. And that is the answer. I hope this is clear. So what we have done, we have checked the distance covered by A, distance covered by B, and then using that, since the time period was the same, we have found the ratio of the velocities, right? This is the question number 1 is done. Let's move to question number 2. Two cities are 360 kilometers apart from each other, right? Two cities means again Delhi and Mumbai, right? And these are 360 kilometers from each other. 360 kilometers. A car goes from A to B at the speed of 40 kilometers per hour and returns to A, means starting from B and return to A at the speed of 60 kilometers per hour. What is the average speed? If you have seen the last video, the formula for average speed is total distance upon total time. So we have already done a question like this, so I'm going to make this question fast. What is the total distance covered by A? Means the total distance covered by the car. he went from here to here and then came back. So total distance is 360 plus 360. Total time taken by him, time taken means time taken by him going from A to B, means first part of the time, that is distance 360 divided by 40. You can solve this, you will get 9 hours. Time taken going from B to A is 360 divided by 60, you will get 6 hours. So total is 9 plus 6 hours. So if you solve this, this is 720 divided by 15. I hope this is clear. 15, 15 for the 60, 15 for the 60, and then what? 15 8 is 120. So 48 kilometers per hour. I hope this is clear. 48. How we solved it? Always remember, average speed is total distance upon total time. That is the only formula you need to know. Don't make this mistake. Many people will make this mistake. They are going to do 40 plus 60 divided by 2. This is what they understand from the average, which is totally wrong. I hope this is clear. Now, moving on to the next question. This is not exactly a question of speed and distance, but since it involved time, it was added to this part in the compilation. We are going to solve it. So here what we have done, and also if you note, there was a question number 3. I have intentionally skipped that question because it was a sort of puzzle, nothing related to speed, distance, time. And if such a question, even if you see the compilation, if you find such a question, better to skip that. It's little confusing, little on the riddle side. So first, in the first go, make sure you solve as many questions as you can from the knowledge you already have, right? Don't be a lot risky in the exam, right? Let's do question number 4. A class started at 11 a.m. and last till 2:27 p.m. Okay, means the school starts at 11 a.m. and ends at 2:27 p.m. Right? 4 periods are held. So means at starting at A, there was first period held. Then after that, 4 periods of equal duration held, right? And after each period, there was rest of 5 minutes. So this is first period, then 5 minute break. This is second period, 5 minute break. This is third period, 5 minute break. And finally the fourth period, and the fourth period ended at 2:27. So there was no break needed at the end, right? So there were how many breaks? There were one, two, three. 3 breaks of 5 minutes each. So what is the break length? Break length is 5 into 3. Total 15 minutes of total breaks were there, right? 11 a.m. to 2:27. What is the total duration between this? So 11 to 2 is 3 hours plus 27 minutes. I hope it is clear. 3 hours is 180 plus 27. 180 plus 27 is 207. I hope this is clear. 207. 11 a.m., 12 a.m., 1 a.m. and 2 a.m., 2 p.m. So that means 3 hours and 27 minutes. Right? So 207 minutes in total was a school when school happened. So if you remove the break time, you will get what? You will get 192, I guess. I hope I'm making the right calculation. 192 minutes is when the classes happened, right? So 4 classes happened for the duration of 192 minutes. So 192 by 4, 4 for the 16, right? 4 for the 16, and 4 7 the 20, 4 8 the 32. So 48 minutes was each period when for each period has happened. So x is 48. I hope this is clear. This is question number 4 of PYQs. Let's move to the next question. Easy question. Again, it's more on the common sense side rather than the application of speed and distance, right? Now moving to the next question. A and B are walking around a circular path. Let's read the first statement, and this is how it looks like. A and B are moving in the circular path. Same direction, different direction, we don't know, we will see. They start at 8 a.m. from the same point in the opposite direction, right? They start at opposite direction, means A is moving on this side, B is moving on the other side, right? Now, A and B walks at a speed of 2 rounds per hour and 3 rounds per hour. So 3 rounds per hour and 2 rounds per hour means this A covers 2 rounds per hour and B covers 3 rounds of the total circular track per hour. I hope this is clear. This is the speed like we do in meters in the form in other thing. We see speed in the form of meter per second, but here they simply mention it. They in 1 hour they can do 3 rounds or 4 rounds. So which person is moving faster? Of course, this person is moving faster because in 1 hour he can cover three rounds, right? How many times shall they cross each other between 8 a.m. to 9:30 a.m.? So in total, this is where they are starting at 8 a.m. In next 90 minutes, how many times they will cross each other? In uh, next 90 minutes, how many times will they cross each other is the question, right? Let's start. As we have already seen in the last video, they are going to meet for the first time. They are going to meet for the first time when? They are going to meet for the first time after, if you check the last video, this is what we have done. Time is total distance of the track, total distance or circumference of the track divided by the relative velocity. Relative velocity. You can see the last video, this is what we have done. So time taken when they are going to meet for the first time is total distances of the track is total 1 round. Why? Because here we are talking in the terms of round, right? So that is why the total distance or the circumference of the track is 1 round. Relative velocity. When they are going in the opposite direction, their speed are added. So 3 plus 2, total 5 rounds per hour. So time taken for them to meet for the first time is 1 by 5 hours or 1 by 5 into what? 60, that is 12 minutes. I hope I am doing it right. 1 by 5 into 60 is after 12 minutes they are going to meet for the first time, right? So let's start. They are going to meet for the first time is 12 minutes. First thing is clear. Now let's suppose they meet here for the first time after 12 minutes. Let's say this is 12 minutes or neither. Now the time is 8:12. Again, if you want to say when are they going to meet for the first time after this point? After this point, they are going. When are they going to meet again? So here again, if I see, if I tell you, suppose this is the starting point. Rather than this is the starting point. Now tell me when are they going to meet for the first time? If when they are going to meet for the first time, if you calculate this, they are again going to meet again somewhere, but after 12 minutes again. So this is where they met for the first time. Second time is when they are going to meet again for the first time, considering this is the starting point. If this is the starting point, they are going to meet after 12 minutes again. That means that again, if 12 minutes have already passed again, and at 8:24, they are going to meet for the second time. Again, same thing happens after 12 minutes again. They meet for the first time. They meet for the third time. 12 minute again, 4 time. 12 minute again, fifth time. 12 minute again, sixth time. 12 6 are 72, and again 12 7 are 84. So after 84 minutes, they have met how many times? They have met 7 times. Right? 12 7 are 84. So after 84 minutes, they have already met 7 times. When are they going to meet for the 8th time? 8th time is when they are going to meet for the 8th time will be 84 plus 12, 96. But that is going to happen after the 90 minutes have passed. So that is not going to be considered in for our calculation. The only 7 times meeting is going to be considered for the calculation. So the answer is 7. I hope this is clear. They are going to meet 7 times before in first 90 minutes, right? That's all for this question. Again, circular, if you go to the back to the notes theory video, this formula is already there. Time for them to meet for the first time is total distance divided by the relative velocity, and that is going when they are going to meet for the first time. Second time is again plus 12 minutes. Third time again plus 12 minutes. Fourth time is again plus 12 minutes, and so on. Right? Now moving on. In a race, this is again a riddle. not very directly related to speed distance, but still we are going to solve this. In a race, a competitor has to collect 6 apples, which are kept in the straight line. So there are 6 apples: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Right? I hope this is clear. 6 apples are there. A bucket is placed at the beginning of the track. So there is a bucket placed here. Right? Now, the condition is the competitor can pick only one apple at a time. So, what is happening? Suppose I am standing here. I am standing here and I run, pick up this apple and come back and put it in the bucket. I again run, come back and put it in the bucket, and so on. I can only pick one apple at a time and I have to come back and throw it in the bucket. Right? So, how much total distance he has to run if the bucket is 5 meters from the first apple? So, this distance is 5 meters, and each apple is between 3 meters, 3 meters, 3 meters, 3 meters, and 3 meters. Right? Now, let's say here I'm not sure they have given you that he's standing at the bucket point or that he's standing next to the first apple. So let's assume he's standing next to the bucket. To collect the first apple, he needs to run how much? What is the total distance he has to cover? He has to cover 5 going to the apple and 5 while coming back. So total 10 meter for the first apple. In second one, he has to cover 5 plus 3. Let's say, I hope you understand 5 plus 3. How come? So in second case, he will have to run 5 plus 3, 8 meters. So 8 plus 8, 5 for coming back, that is 16. The next one is 8 plus 11 plus 11 for the, that is 22. Right? This one is done, this one is done, this one is done. The next part is 14 plus 14. I hope you can understand 9 plus 5, 14. So 28. Next one is, this one is also gone. Next one is 17 plus 17, that is 34. The next one is, this one is also gone. Next one is 20 plus 20 is equal to 40. You can add all these numbers and I hope you will get the answer as, even if you see, as if our calculation is right, 40 could not be the answer because sum is of course more than 40. 50 also could not be the answer because we have a number larger than 50. 75 also could not be the answer. So answer could and will be 150. Let's see. 10 plus 16 plus 22 plus 28 plus 34 plus 40. Right? So this is 50. 22 plus 48 is 50. 16 plus 34 is again 50. And 40 plus 10 is again 50. So answer is 150 meters. In total distance, the person has to run to and fro from the apple. This question is done. Let's move on to the next question. A free train left from Delhi for Mumbai. So there is Delhi here and there is Mumbai here. Free train. Free train is that Malgadi. So it's running, it starts from Delhi and it's running at a speed of 40 kilometers per hour. Right? And it starts from Delhi to Mumbai, and express train, so 2 hours later. So Malgadi or freight train has started from Delhi to Mumbai, and after 2 hours it will be somewhere here. This train still going at 40 kilometers per hour, and some distance it will have covered. At that time, let's make it a bullet train. An express train is traveling at a speed of 60 kilometers per hour, as starts chasing the other train, right? I hope this is clear what we are doing here. So for the first 2 hours, only the slower speed train was going, and after 2 hours, another train starts from Delhi at a speed of 60 kilometers per hour. How far from Delhi would the express train meet the freight train? So to understand this, let's see this picture. There's an express train. When express train started at 60 kilometers per hour from here, the the slower speed or the freight train was going at a speed of 40 kilometers per hour, right? And there was some distance between these two. And what is this distance? Speed of slower train 40 into 2 hours when it was traveling alone. So 40 into 2 means 80 kilometers this train has covered when B train starts. 80 kilometer is the total distance covered by the freight train when express train starts after 2 hours. I hope this part is clear. So this is the distance between them. Now, faster train has to catch the slower train. Now recall the concept of relative velocity. How do we calculate when this train will catch this train? This train will catch this train when the total time taken by faster train to catch slower train is distance between them, that is 80, divided by the relative velocity. Since they are both going in the same direction, so relative velocity will be 60 minus 40, that is 20. So 80 by 20, that is 4 hours. I hope this is clear. So 4 hours is the distance or time when the express train will catch the slower train. Express train will catch the slow train after 4 hours from the time the express train starts. So express train starts 2 hours later from the slow train, but it took only 4 hours when it started to catch the slower train. So distance covered by the express train will be speed of the express train, that is 60 kilometers per hour into 4. So total of 240 kilometers. This is the distance covered by the express train from Delhi to catch the slower train. I hope this is clear. And this is how we got to the answer of 240 kilometers. I hope this is correct. This is question number 7. I hope this is clear. If you are still confused, go back and watch the theory video and you will get you will understand the concept we have used here, the concept of relative velocity. We have also seen some examples and that is going to make it understanding this question even easier. Right? Now moving on. This question is, yeah, let's stop it here. This will be the part 1 for speed and distance PYQ. We are going to meet again in the next part where we are going to complete the remaining questions for speed and distance PYQ. Right? Thank you for watching this video. Again, download this PDF from the Telegram channel first. So try to solve this question on your own and then come back and see the solution. Right? Okay. That's all for this video. Best of luck.